Hey, you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, this week I want to talk to you about something really important that will not just help you get to your healthy weight, but help you keep it off long term. It is all about being intentional with your goals, always having something that's moving you forward and knowing where you're at and where you want to go. So that goes right along with element 13 in your life book about tracking your journey to a healthy weight and beyond. So in this element, Dr. Anderson talks about the importance of being intentional with your goals and knowing exactly where you are and where you want to go. So we have a lot of tools on how to track. And so I want to talk about a few that have been really helpful for me. Recently, I've been listening to the book Atomic Habits by James Cleary. He's actually coming to our health coach convention to talk to us. So I'm listening to his book again, which is a really great book. So if you haven't listened or to that book or read that book, that's a good one about habits. But in there, he talks about tracking and how important it is to be intentional and know exactly what you're working toward. And with that, he talks about how when you're working on creating a new habit, it has to be super simple. It has to be something that you can do like in 2 minutes or less. And so when I talk to my clients about setting a new goal to form a new habit, it has to be something really little. So, for example, if you want to start exercising, like walking, instead of having a goal of walking 10,000 steps a day when you're not close to that right now, what if your goal was just to put on your tennis shoes and walk to the end of your driveway every day? And every day you check off when you do that. When you go further, put a plus on your calendar so that you can see by the end of the month how consistent you're being, how many checks you're getting, and how many pluses you're getting. When you see a lot of pluses on your calendar, you know that you're ready for that next step to move forward, a little bit harder of a goal. So my challenge for you this month is let's track something. I'm going to put a link to a tracker below that you can print off for 30 days and set something that you want to be intentional about. Now, this is not only going to help you get to your healthy weight and lose weight by being more mindful and consistent with your habits, but it's really something that's going to help you keep that weight off and continue moving forward in that next phase of optimization. So, for example, one thing that I've been thinking I want to be more intentional about is eating more vegetables. It's easy to grab the protein, those easy, quick grab and go things where vegetables don't always sound like the best thing to grab. And so I need to be more intentional about doing that. So that's one of my habits is this month, I'm going to have a habit of eating vegetables at least twice a day. I'm really good at doing it once a day, but twice a day. So even if it's one bite of a vegetable, during the day besides my dinner meal, I'm going to put a check. When I eat more than, just a bite, I'm going to put a plus. Or when I eat more than just two a day, I'll put a plus. So that's going to show me like how consistent I'm being with that. The other thing I want to be more consistent with is tracking my protein. I always try to get at least 100 grams of protein, and I'm really good at knowing about how many I'm getting, but I want to track it for 30 days to see where I'm at. And I'm going to set a little bit of a higher goal for the month. So every day that I do that, I am going to put a plus on my calendar if I do more than a minimum of 100 grams a day. So think about what your goal will be for this month. What do you want to be consistent with this month? What habit do you want to track for yourself? Go ahead and print that tracker below and set a consistency goal of what you're going to, just one or two things, not a whole bunch of things, just one or two things. Maybe it's water, maybe it's getting to sleep on time, maybe it's sticking with your lean and green meal consistently and measuring and weighing it. Maybe it's planning ahead for your meals. Think of that pain point that if you made a change in that area, what would make the biggest difference in moving that needle forward? And set something small. Do this with your family and put that calendar somewhere that you can see it every day. And let's get more intentional with our progress, with our goals, so that once we get to that healthy weight, that's a habit that we continue to track and set goals for ourselves to keep moving ourselves forward. All right, have a great week.